Welcome back. It has been a while since we've done one of these reviews, and AEW Forbidden Door was last night. Not something I was anxiously anticipating, but I suffered through 15 matches. Oh my god, 15 matches. Oh. No, I didn't watch all the pre-show because there was 5 on there, and I didn't care. I watched Mariah May wrestle somebody. It didn't matter. Saraya. She wrestled psoriasis and won with treatment from 5. No, she wrestled Saraya and Mariah May won. Yay. There was another match. I didn't care. I didn't care. It was somebody wrestling somebody else, and things happened. And then we went to the main show, folks. From Long Island, New York, AEW New Japan present Forbidden Door. And we had our kickoff. Chichi Rodriguez, Hechicero, somebody I'd never heard of. Don't care, never probably see him wrestle again. Wrestled Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This was nothing more than a television match on pay-per-view that people spent money on to watch when they could have seen this for free on Dynamite. MJF went over. What the hell did you think was going to happen?
See, nobody cares.
The Elite and Cody. Okada himself versus the Acclaimed. And what was his name? I have to look at my paper here. Hiroshi Tanahashi, who, as soon as this match, was thinking,
"Yep, that's me." You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Why am I in this match? Why am I tagging with these people? I didn't understand a word they said when Caster and the other guy in the Acclaimed, Max Caster and his partner. I not partner in the biblical sense, but tag team, well, they might, I don't know. I'm not judging. It's not Pride Month anymore, so do I have to?
Nope.
One of the worst spots in the match was one of the Elite. I don't know them apart. I don't know. There's Matt and Nick. I know that. But I don't know which one is which because they're both fucking terrible. One idiot ran the ropes and stopped and kissed his brother. And I said, this wasn't even the gays doing this.
Ha! Gay!
So, I don't know, folks. Were they sending Pride Month out with a bang? I have no idea. But my paper says, Cody beat Tana not going to work here anymore with a ripcord lariat. And the EVPPs and Cody won. Yay. And the crowd went mild. Nobody cared.
Boo this man!
Next match was Bryan Danielson, Brian Bella, whatever you want to call him, the American Vegan versus Papa Shango, Shapupi, Shingo Takagi. And this was actually a good match. The Vegan won. He won. It was a good match. What do you want me to say? I'm not a big Daniel Bryan fan. Bryan Danielson, Bella Bryan. I don't know, whatever you want to call him. And the other guy, I had Papa Shango there. I had fucking never seen this guy before, except I think he showed up. He showed up on Dynamite the other night or some shit. I was like, when they announced him, I was like, why is the guy that's supposedly writing this race swap Superman movie wrestling the American Vegan? I have no idea. Women's World Championship, Mina Shirakawa. The Stardom Women's Championship. I guess the weebs call these Joshis, these Japanese female, they're Joshis. I don't fucking know. Look, I've been watching wrestling since I was 3 years old. I'm 44. And we always just call them, the Japanese or wherever they're from. They scream a lot in the ring. They scream a fucking lot. Yeah, Mina Shirakawa doesn't do that. She just shakes her tits and does lesbian stuff.
The lesbian!
With Mariah May, who's a tag team partner. She's wrestling Timeless Tony Storm, as I kind of dragged on through that a little bit. I don't know why. But, so we've got a love triangle here. This is like one of the only matches with any fucking story on the entire card. Like, it's a simple story, but it works. And I know some people are like, Tony's above this. Look, they're giving her something. And she's playing this gimmick to the nines. I know there's people out there that hate the gimmick, but dude, she's got a gimmick and it works. The problem with AEW is not only that you book like munchkins to go over on giants, which is totally ridiculous and really hurts the suspension of disbelief, but it's every time it's just like, here, let me walk over to the shelf and I'm going to grab 2 action figures and this guy's going to fight this guy because I want them to. Well, what's the build? What's the motivation? What did the heel do to the baby face? You know, to make the baby face, what do we got going on here? Well, I just want him to fight. Thanks, Tony Khan. Tony wins. And as I said on the paper, only match with any story on the whole card, almost the whole card. And we ended with a wonderful moment. I know, you can call me what you want, call me a misogynist, 0 fucks given, folks, don't care. These ladies, they're an attraction, they're gorgeous, and yeah, you want that sex appeal. It's not like it's a fucking Marvel movie where you gotta make every woman dumpy, and yeah, no, these ladies are beautiful, they work great. This match, like I said, the aesthetics aside, Tony and Mina told a story and they worked a great match. Yeah, so this angle, who knows where they're going to go with it next, but it was a good payoff. Toni Storm retains her title, by the way. Next up, we had Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. in a match that I'm going to spend approximately probably 25 seconds talking about. Zack Sabre Jr. wins the I Wish I Could Quit You match.
So long, gay boys!
We've already had one trios match on the card, and we know how Tony Khan loves his trios matches. Let's fucking have another one, boys. Samoa Joe, that no talent waste of space Hook, and who else was their partner in this match? I have to look at the paper again because I lost my place. Ciabatta Bread. Ciabatta was the third man on their team, and they're going against the learning tree himself, Chris Jericho, Big Bill with the Bad Apple, the little guy that looks like the bounty hunter that was going after Jason, and Jason goes down. Creighton Duke. I can't remember his name, but it's Jericho, Big Bill with Creighton Duke, and then Jeff Cobb. Who the fuck is Jeff Cobb? What is he? Like, he looks like, is he Mexican Rhino? Because I don't know. Why the fuck is Hook pinning anybody? Samoa Joe's team wins. Fuck this match.
That is one big pile of shit.
Okay, this one is a mouthful.
That's what she said.
TNT title ladder match. Mark Briscoe versus Takeshita versus Dante Martin, Action Andretti the Fifth Propeller Foot versus L. Logan Paul Phantasmo versus Leo Rush, and versus Jungle Jackoff Jack Perry, the second most worthless person in this entire fucking company, next to Hook, because Darby Allin hasn't been there in a while. In case you missed it right at the beginning of the match and you're a complete moron, they telegraphed it that Jungle Jack Perry was going to win this match, which he did. There was a lot of stupid spots in this match. Takeshita taking that plancha on the table when he had a ladder on top of him from Briscoe was fucking stupid. It was fucking stupid. Stop. I know Takeshita has had issues with his booking, but dude, if you want to be booked, you have to be healthy. So please, I understand that you're doing these matches and these matches are booked for Dave fucking Meltzer, which we'll get to that Sharpade face piece of shit at the end. Briscoe jumping off the ladder that was standing up on the apron through a table onto Perry on the floor, and the table didn't break. What a stupid spot. Another one.
You're a dumbass.
What a stupid fucking spot. Propeller foot Andretti Dante Martin didn't get hurt this time. Like last year when he snapped his cankle in half, and he, like I said, that's what we called the propeller foot, because that bitch was spinning around like Sid after he broke his leg. But yeah, so Jungle Jackoff, the goat cheese, wins this match, and he's the new TNT champion, and again, nobody gives a shit.
He's a monster.
Title versus title. Stephanie Vaquer, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, versus Mercedes Monae, as Jim Cornette says, Mercedes Monae, and I have always called her Sasha Botchfest Banks. So Botchfest lives up to her name, and I just what is this? What is the stripper day? What are you doing? That is the most unnatural thing since Ricky Bobby doing this. I don't get it.
That's fucking bullshit.
I don't understand it. Stephanie Vaker showed out in this match. I had not seen her work previously, outside of a few clips that popped in on Twitter, and wow, impressive. I was only more impressed by the resiliency of her outfit than I was her wrestling skills. No, she worked a fantastic match. She deserved to go over in that one. We knew that Tony Khan was going to put his, $8 million princess over as my dog goes nuts upstairs because there's probably a delivery coming into the... So there was very little crowd reaction for Mercedes Monae. I'm just less than impressed with her, now more so than ever. I don't know how she ever main evented anything other than being carried by Charlotte Flair, whoever else she was working with. And the Fed in here is much the same. She botched so many times last night. I should just do a video on their match and kind of break that down, because Vaker carried that, and that young lady is talented. And yeah, I would like to see more of her, but I'm not going to watch New Japan or CMLL because I just...
No, and I don't care.
Yeah, Mercedes Moan won because Tony paid her all the money. That's the only reason why she went over for that title, which she was supposed to win during her match with Willow, but the injury happened and that pushed that back. So I don't... Ugh. What is the net positive of her having a title? I don't understand. Outside of Tony Khan probably faps to her. But at the end of the match, Britt Baker, DMD, showed up and came out and showed off her very well-developed abdominals and didn't say anything and turned around and walked away. I was like, no promo? Nothing, Britt? Really? No promo at all. Okay? All right? So that's what we're doing here. And don't misconstrue. I'm not a Britt Baker fan other than, like I said, attractive woman, decent in the ring. She's much bigger than her boyfriend, husband, Adam Cole. Like, oh my God, that dude is tiny. What is he, like 5? He's like he's like Wish.com Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, can we have Tom Cruise? We have Tom Cruise at home. And here's Adam Cole. He's like this tall. With absolutely no muscle tone whatsoever. Next up, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Yay! Naito versus Moxley, and Naito won. I don't care. There, we're done with that match.
That John Moxley is the worst pushed wrestler in the world.
Main event, AEW World. You thought I was kidding? You thought I was actually... I don't fucking care. That match was... I barely pay. I think I was playing No Mercy on my 64 during that match, honestly. It was the Outsiders versus the Faces of Fear. That's a much more interesting match. AEW World Title. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana defends against Will Asprey, the international champion. I kid, folks. Will Asprey is a fine worker. He's great at aggressive tumbling, and you can almost understand him on the microphone, bruv. But this was right up there for match of the night. Fantastic. There was some times where it got a little, okay, you're doing aggressive tumbling just for the sake of doing aggressive tumbling. I get it. I see you. I don't really like it, but I get it. So the match, the story was told, though. That was the caveat. The story was told very well. I do feel like they have done Swerve a great disservice during his championship run. It has not been very well booked at all. They've made him look weak repeatedly. Last night, I think I don't want to say they protected Ospreay at the end of the match, but I mean, Swerve basically had to throw him off a building, drop anvil on him, go down to the street, run him over with a truck, And then
2 hours later.
And then he had to snap his fucking Infinity Gauntlet to actually finally beat Asprey. And it was just not good. Like, in that respect, it's like Swerve shouldn't have to hit 5 finishers to put Will Ospreay away if he's the world champion and you want him to be taken seriously. And I'm still wearing my gauntlet. But all that notwithstanding, Swerve goes over. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for Hangman Adam Page to come down to the main theme from Brokeback Mountain because Adam Page, Peg Warmer Page. I think I still have a video of all those action figures of Adam Page sitting on the shelf at Walmart collecting dust next to Nyla Rose. But I digress. So Swerve goes over. You know, he has a nice moment at the end with Asprey. Good sportsmanship. Really good match. Not a 5-star, not a 6-star match, Dave Meltzer. Pull your fucking head out of your ass. Stop, just Dave, stop masturbating AEW. Stop, like, long stroking Tony Khan, bro. Like, we get it. We get it. You love Japanese wrestling. That's cool. The mainstream American wrestling fan does not like Japanese wrestling. This card did not need to be 5 hours. This is where WWE succeeds and AEW fails. Tony Khan, mission for the sickos. Dude, just put on a good 7-match card. Not every fucking pay-per-view has to be Starrcade 86, the night of the Skywalkers. You could never be that, Tony Khan. You could never be that. Your company could never be that. Until, in its current state with you in charge, it could never be that. But this pay-per-view is forgettable. Nobody's going to be talking about this in 2 or 3 days. But I wanted to give you guys a review. We'll talk about it on the show tonight a little bit. That's it, gang. I'm done. I will catch you guys tonight on episode number 13 of Wrestling with Horror Monday Nitro. I will try to get you all a review of WWE Raw from tonight. We'll catch up on a few things. I haven't done a Raw review in a while. I won't be able to do SmackDown this Saturday. I will be out of town. Tuesday night, Terrorvision tomorrow night. We got a lot planned on the channel. Go on over, sign up for the Patreon. You can become a Brainbuster for $5 a month. If not, YouTube channel memberships, $2.99, $4.99. And if you don't want to do that, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. I thank you so much for watching. I'm Etep from Wrestling with Horror. I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.